Hey, my Legion, how y'all doing today? I'm doing a review of an old Don Dohler film that you might or might not have seen called Blood Massacre. Now, what this movie is it's about a group of criminals who robbed this video store, and one of the guys ended up killing somebody. And they're on the run from the cops, and they end up shacking up in this house of an equally psychotic family. I don't want to give away much more than that. It's a very entertaining movie. It's super low budget. It stars George Stover, who you might have seen in a bunch of other Don Dohler films, and he was in what was it, Sleepy Hollow High. Really, that was super low budget. He played a teacher in the John Waters movie Female Trouble, and he's been in some other horror films. So, and you might recognize his face, maybe. And it's a very entertaining film, super low budget with very bad photography, but it's a very entertaining movie. I'd give it a 9.5 out of 10. I don't want to give away too much more about the film, but I do want to say it had a rather bad history as far as they're making the movie because this is what caused Don Dohler to go into retirement until 1999. Because I just saw his great documentary that Troma released back in 2007. Unfortunately, Don Dohler died in 2006. Well, the history of Blood Massacre was it was really made in '87, right? And I rented it as a new release when I was in Fort Detrick, Maryland, in the Army, uh, in 1991, and it was made in '87. And what happened was Don Dohler hooked up with a distribution company in California, and they wanted a direct-to-video movie, right? And he made that, sent it to him, and then they said, "Well, can you? We don't want it on video. Can you make it on film?" And he said, "Well, I need more money." And he said, "How much?" And he said 35,000. Like I said, it's a low budget film, and it's shot in Baltimore, Maryland, or at least Maryland. And they sent him 35,000, and he was making a movie, well, remaking it actually. And he still, all of a sudden, the distribution company called out and said, "We need all the prints, we need everything you got." And he said, "Well, I still need more time to finish the movie." And they said, "It don't matter, we need what you got. We're on a deadline." So they sent it to him. He sent him everything. And he still needed like 2 more weeks because it wasn't completely finished. That's what he said. And apparently, he didn't hear anything from him for a long time. And then he wondered what happened, and he got no word from him or anything. And then in 1991, the film resurfaced, and apparently the distributors dropped the ball and they gave it to their son-in-law or something like that. And they found the movie in well, no, they had this one guy contact them. They wanted to, and they said we had this horror film called Blood Massacre, and the guy knows Don Dohler, so he called Don Dohler right away, and they had his film. And finally, he got to film. It's only 73 minutes long. It still had needs there's still additional footage that needed to be filmed made for the film, but it's a very entertaining film. It's very fast paced, lots of action, decent acting, but I said it looks incredibly low budget, and it is low budget, but it's a very entertaining movie. I give it a 9.5 out of 10. And like I said, it caused Don Dohler to retire until 1999, where he started doing basically made for video films like movies like Harvesters, Stakes, which I saw, and Vampire Sisters, which I saw, and anything in Dead Hunt or something like that. And there's one or two other ones he did. Before that, before Blood Harvest, he was doing like directly on film, mostly science fiction movies like Alien Factor, Fiend, Galaxy Intruder, and stuff. But Blood Massacre, from a lot of people, they consider it to be his best film. So it's very entertaining. It's marketed as a horror film, but it's more like a crime action movie. And I think you'll like it. I'll put the link in the description. It's available on YouTube because they got a YouTube channel now called Don Dohler, the films of Don Dohler, and it has like three of his movies, uh, Alien Factor, Fiend, this one, and then like Night Beast is owned by Troma. I can't remember who owns Galaxy Intruder, but that's owned by Night Beast. Is available on YouTube also through Troma though, and there's like two promotional packages that are on the video. But I'll put the link in the description to the movie Blood Massacre. I think you'll like it. It's very entertaining. So until next time, everybody, please take care, my legion. I mean, it's for fans of low budget cinema, but it's a very passable film too. All right, take care, everybody. Oh, and I got Sunday night. I got Diet Coke from Dollar General.